Welcome to Financials with Ahau. It's such a joy to be together with you as we continue to build our knowledge in the area of investments. Now, today we are going to talk about something that is very key, especially on the African continent, and this is real estate. The reason I say it's key in the African continent is because Africa remains one of the places with the largest land mass that is yet to be fully occupied, meaning the potential here is great, and if correctly tapped, can do so much for the generations to come. Now, we all know that real estate has been aligned or related to inheritance. So, in the olden days or historically, families lived off the land that belonged to their ancestors, that belonged to their community. So, there was always the generational transfer of land amongst family. We know in most traditional societies, sons were the only ones given land because they were supposed to settle in and continue with the family lineage, and daughters were to marry and proceed to build a family with another man in their home. And that has changed. With the advance of education, with the advance of technology, both sons and daughters are able to be gainful contributors in a family. So with that move, real estate then has opened up. First, if we just look at land, so that anyone, and especially legally, there's legislation, allows anyone to own land, creating an opportunity for both ladies and men to own land. Then we've also looked at real estate as developed property, and that is open to everyone. Urbanization has been so intense in the last 10 years. If we look at Kenya alone, the number of residential units that are coming up, either standalone houses, gated communities, apartments and flats, land open to development and building into homes or homes already constructed in vast pieces of land, have created such great opportunity. And for us, it is key that we own real estate, but we must still ask ourselves core questions. One, why are we purchasing this real estate? How useful is this real estate to us right now? What are the costs associated not only with purchase, but maintenance with real estate? What is the value of this real estate going to be in the long term? And how are we going to dispose this real estate if we need to? Now, there are two types of buyers when it comes to real estate. There are those who buy to settle. Actually, there are three. There are those who buy to settle, whether it's land, whether it's developed property. There are those who buy to speculate. Given that Africa will experience a population rise for almost the next 50, 100 years, there will be pressure for places for people to reside. Then there are those who purchase so that they can be able to get an income out of it. So you have to determine where do you stay within these three. And second, we have to always consider the legal processes. Purchasing land means that you need to either transfer the ownership if it belongs to someone else, or ensure the ownership is secured by the new purchaser if it is a new land. Also have to understand the types of leases that are available. There is freehold lease, there is lease that has a tenure. Given that important information, even when you purchase land, you have to determine if it's freehold lease, what does that mean? If it's a land lease with a tenure, if you're purchasing it from someone else, how long has the tenure already been running? In Kenya, if I'm not wrong, we currently have a 99-year-old lease and a 999-year-old lease. We need to determine that. We also need to determine how else could this land be affected by development. Is it close to major roads? Is it close to a place where maybe a hospital or university would need to be put up? How does that play out, one, in terms of the value of my land in the long run, and even if I will be settled out of this land for whatever zone? Next thing you have to consider when it comes to real estate, especially for those who are buying to speculate, when I need to get my money back, will it be possible to sell? Many people are being pushed, oh, buy land far out there, buy land far out there. Your children will have grown in 10 years, you need fees, the land will have appreciated. Great information. But how tangible is that? Take a bit more time and investigate that. Will I really have a close of 10 years be able to sell this land off at the value at which it will be? For those who are buying so that they can have this real estate, whether it be land or developed property, as an income, then you have to ask yourself key things. What costs will be associated with ensuring this land is able to bring an income? What value will I place on this real estate to ensure it brings an income? Do I want to manage the real estate myself? Do I want to get an agent? These are core questions you have to ask yourself. Do I want to appreciate the number of units of real estate I buy, or do I want to fix it at a certain amount? You find like now with the rise in the high-rise apartments, some people are opting to buy a couple of units and then rent them out. But just determining key things be very, very cool for your real estate engagement. Thank you for listening. Looking forward to questions, answers, and to you making the right decisions around your real estate purchases. So, talk to you later.